Oh well, shit. Damn, that's crazy. Oh wow. Damn. All right then. Quick disclaimer before we start. This is probably gonna be like the only, and I mean the only, video I could post for the next like few days, cause I've been having a shitty week, or to be more exact, shitty year, to be exact. And I know the year just started, but like yeah. So this video will contain suicidal thoughts. If you have suicide, do not, and I mean do not slit your wrist, do not cut, do not say that you're going to commit suicide, do not even try to commit suicide, alright? Do not harm yourself in any way. I understand how it feels because, well, I've been having it most of the time. But we're not going to talk about that. So, yeah, let's get on to the video. What's going on, guys? Lotus Widows here, back with another video. This is going to be the Ryuku X oh, shit. X Midoriya X, Jiro ship. Why did I pick Jiro? Because she a baddie and because of the power. And why did I pick Ryuku? Because she also a baddie. Alright then? Alright. So this is gonna be the picture this is gonna be what Izuku looks like, but after he gets betrayed or framed. I don't know. So yeah. We're not starting off at the USJ or the training camp arc or shit like that. So yeah, we're gonna start off at the Stain arc. Why the Stain arc? Because I feel like it's the perfect place to start this one. So we start off after the fight. They're in the hospital getting recovered. And while they were searching Stain's body, when they get him to prison, they find a flash drive. They hand it over to Nezu, to which Nezu goes with the other teachers and heroes that were there to check what's on the flash drive, to see a video of Midoriya and Stain having a chat, and Stain talking about his next victim. And this was all the way when, well, Stain planned to attack Ingenium. So, yeah, they made it so that Izuku was the reason why, well, Ingenium was attacked. So, yeah. So, All Might seeing this, he storms out, and all the other heroes are planning to storm out as well. But Nezu says, wait, let him go, and you stay here. As he said, alright then, but what do you want? And Izuku says, well, Izuku, wait, no, not Izuku. Nezu says, alright, we're gonna observe him for the time being. So, yeah. As All Might, he already has all the information on the flash drive, and he goes and tells all the classes except for Midoriya, Todoroki, and Ida. Now, 2 weeks later, after Midoriya, Ida, and Todoroki are fully recovered or recuperated, they go to the class, to which Izuku says good morning to no response, and he says good morning again to Mina Ashido standing up in her seat saying, shut up, you villain, as Midoriya is wondering villain who, where, and I don't recall there being a villain here. As Mina says, you know what I'm talking about, you villain, you know damn well you're a villain, as Ida's wondering what are you talking about, as he said it out loud. As Uraraka says, Midoriya was the reason your brother was attacked. He was talking to the hero killer Stain. As Ida hearing this, he got really pissed, and he looked at Midoriya, and Midoriya says, what? I didn't do anything, though. As Uraraka says, stop lying, villain, we know you were talking to him. There is even evidence, as Midoriya says, okay. As they have been observing Midoriya for the past few weeks, I'm talking about the heroes, to which Izuku, he formed a bond with, Miracle and Hawks. Why? Because they're, like, remember those two. Like, they're gonna be really handy in the next minute or so. So, yeah. So, Class 1A have been bullying Izuku. Well, not bullying, but beating him, telling him you should die and stuff like that. Or, yeah, saying he's a villain, you should die, this is all your fault. A lot of people has died because of you. You should just kill yourself. You don't even deserve to be human or even be classified as one. To which Izuku has been getting suicidal thoughts and started to cut himself, slit his wrist, and stuff like that. As he has not thought about being a villain. Yes, Izuku's not gonna be a villain in this one. Why do I always make him a hero? Because, well, I feel like it, alright? And I don't really like the concept of being a villain. Why? Because, well, we have Crusty Lips, Psychopath, Burnt Chicken Nugget, and the man with multiple split personalities. Okay, then? That is a bad combo. Really bad combo. Especially really toxic. With Shigaraki and Twice there, really toxic. Really, really toxic. And then having a pissed off Midoriya with anger issues right after he gets betrayed, yeah, bad combination. So yeah. So Azuku, he decides on the end of the month that, well, today's the day. As the class are bullying him, as Azuku, he gets up and says out loud, well, I guess today's the day. And they're wondering, what the hell is he talking about? Hold on. So yeah. As he says, I guess it's time, and the class are thinking he's going to turn into a villain, to which Izuku runs out the class as the class follow him, to which they reach the rooftop, to which Izuku is at the legendary, and all of them yell out, "What are you doing?" As Midoriya says, like I said, I guess it's time. As he leans back as he, well, falls. As he falls, the whole class says Midoriya, as Bakugo says Izuku. And Midoriya thinks to himself, Izuku. Guess that's the last time I'll be hearing, that's the first and last time I'll be hearing that name. To which he falls and dies. Well, not immediately, but he is currently unconscious and lost a lot of blood. Hawks and Miracle, who were scouting the area, heard them yell out Midoriya as they're wondering, why did somebody yell out Midoriya? To which they go to the area to see Midoriya on the floor, bloodied as hell from the jump. To which the two fly to him and said, "Why would you do it?" As Midoriya says, "I couldn't take it anymore." The whole bullying, the suicidal thoughts, the cutting, stuff like that. As they said, "Why?" As in a crying and sad tone. As Izuku, he grabs Hawks' hand and he grabs Miracle's head and he says, "It's okay, you two. I'll probably be fine. Maybe we'll meet in the next life." As he says, "Hawks, can I ask you to do something for me?" As Hawks says, "Yeah, what is it, Izuku?" As Izuku says, "I need you to tell my mom I love her and tell so-and-so that I love her." As you already know who so-and-so is. But if you don't know, well then, you're kind of slow. Not saying you're dumb, but you're slow. Slow to pick up on things, aren't you? Alright then. So, yeah. I don't know if I'm gonna make this long. I really don't. Like, while I'm making this video, I'm just bobbing around on my bed, like, walking forward and backwards. So if you're hearing sounds, it's me just bobbing forward and backwards. Why? Because, well, like, I'm trying to make this quick and shit like that. So, yeah, it's not going to be 30 minutes because, well, I don't think I can make a 30-minute video. Ha ha ha. So, yeah. So, I'll get to what I can at the current moment. So, I'll probably stop at, like, 20 or 15 or 20. So, yeah. So, he says, "All right, I'll do that." And he says, "Miracle, cheer up. You're supposed to be the happy one out of the group." So, yeah. As Miracle says, "Okay," as she smiles. So, they take Midoriya to the hospital real quick, immediately. As Aizawa heard about this, Gran Torino heard about this as they came running to the hospital where Izuku was at with Class 1A. As the doctors are looking over Izuku's body, to which they take off all his clothes. No homo, no homo, no homo to all the boys. Yeah, no homo. So yeah, I don't sound like my usual self because it's fucking brick. Oh, like I said, it is brick. So yeah. So the brightness is not up, and I don't plan on bringing it up. Why? Because I have a chance of turning off my phone like a little bitch. So yeah. So, if you don't like the video, I'm really sorry. Because normally my videos wouldn't be this yippy yappy and shit like that. Because I'm not one to be all excited and stuff like that due to, well, my personality. I'm not a strict person, not a serious person. I'm just a person that takes things lightly. For example, death. I take that shit lightly. A lot, as a matter of fact. So, yeah. So, yeah. When I say death, I mean, like, my death, not other people's death. Like, if somebody else were to die in front of me, whether I'm looking or not, that kind of depends on whether I want to tell someone or not. So, if I'm around you and, you don't see me looking and you kill somebody, I'm not what you'd call a witness since I didn't see it happen, nor did I see the person. I'm just a bystander, aren't I? So, yeah. So, the doctor looks over Izuku's body to see all these cuts and bruises and stuff like that. As the doctor, he goes out and he says, "The patient is dead. I'm sorry for your loss." As he says, "How?" As the doctor says, "Well, we saw a lot of bruises, cuts all over his body. It seemed like he was slitting his wrist. But the bruises, they seem like they've been inflicted on him by somebody else." As Aizawa, he looks at the class and yells, "Who the hell did this?" As all of Class 1A, I mean all of them. Except for Jiro. Yes, except for Jiro raises her hand. As Aizawa says, you all, and I mean it, you all are under house arrest for a month. And I don't want to hear a peep out of you all. You better be quiet. As Class 1A looks down and says, this is our fault. As Hawks and Miracle hears this and he yells out at Class 1A, I hate you, and they just storm off. As Azuku, he's in the hospital that night. He is getting carried, or to be exact, his soul is just scurrying around his body. So yeah, his soul is scurrying around his body, just checking out his body and stuff like that. He's not alive, but he's in spiritual form. To which his soul says, I can sense vibrations. As the vibrations in the air start picking him up, as they take him to a forest. As 3 days later, Izuku wakes up and he says, I can hear vibrations all around me. What are these? As he hears a voice that says, hello. As Izuku says hello, as he says, I'm truly sorry about what happened. Izuku says, it's alright, but who are you? As the person says, my name is, and that's where I'm gonna be leaving it off. So yeah, like I said, this video was not going to be 30 minutes long or anything like that because I've been having phone problems and this is the best I could do. I apologize. So yeah, bye guys.